Hello friends, welcome to engineering tutorial. So here we are again with another question on Tellegens theorem. So we have this circuit here and we have to verify the Tellegens theorem, and we have to find out an extra thing, that is the load current, okay, flowing through the 6 ohm resistor. So okay, let us find out the individual branch currents, because only then we can go for the power supply and power absorbed by the various parts, and we can verify the Tellegens theorem. So we'll be using the nodal analysis technique. So let us redraw the circuit. Okay, 6 ohm, 1 ohm, 2 ampere, 12 ohm, 4 ohm, 32 volts. This is IL. So let us say the voltage here is, let's say the node voltage here is Vn. Here also it will be Vn. It is one node because there is no resistor in between, so no voltage drop. It means there are these 2 points are shorted. They are the same potential with respect to ground. So let us assign current directions. Let's say this is I1, this is I2, and this is. So here I1 and 2, they are flowing towards the node. I2 and IL are flowing away from the node. So the KCL equation will be I1 plus 2 is equal to I2 plus IL. This. So I1 is 32 minus Vn by 4. Then that is plus 2 is equal to I2. I2 is simply Vn by 12. Vn by 12, and IL is Vn by 7 ohm. Okay, Vn by 7 ohm. So we have discussed a lot of problems related to nodal analysis, so I'm not going into detail how we got these equations. Simply, as per nodal analysis, the current is flowing from a higher potential point to a lower potential point is simply Vh minus Vl by the resistor in between the high and low potential points. That. So let us solve it. So that implies 32 by 4 minus Vn by 4 plus 2 equal to Vn by 12 plus Vn by 7. That implies 8 plus 2 is equal to Vn by 4. 32 by 4 is 8. Okay, so Vn by 4 moved from left to right, so there is a change in sign, plus Vn by 7 plus Vn by 12. So here that implies 10 is equal to, here the LCM will be 84, I think. Yes, 12 into 7, yes, 84. So this is 21 Vn, this will be 12 Vn, and this will be 7 Vn. Okay, now this is equal to 28, 40 Vn. Okay, that implies 10 is equal to 40 Vn by 84. That implies 40 Vn is equal to 840. That implies Vn node voltage is 840 by 40, which is equal to 21 volt. Okay, so the node voltage we have calculated, Vn is equal to 21 volt. So the first part of the question is to find out IL. So IL is simply Vn by 7. Okay, so let us first determine IL. IL is equal to Vn by 7 because there are two resistors, 1 ohm and 6 ohm, in between this node voltage and ground point. So Vn by 6 plus 1, which is equal to 7. Okay, Vn by 6 ohm plus 1 ohm, which is equal to Vn by 7, which is equal to 21 volt by 7 ohm, equal to 3 ampere. So IL is equal to 3 ampere we have calculated. Now we have to find out the individual currents. I1 is equal to 32 minus Vn by 4. I1 is equal to 32 minus Vn by 4 is equal to 32 minus Vn 21 by 4, which is equal to 9 by 4, is equal to, let us calculate, okay, 32 minus 9, sorry, it is 11 by 4. Okay, it is 11, by mistake I did it. It is 11 by 4, sorry, 32 minus 9, that is 11 by 4. Okay, so it is coming around 2.75 ampere. Okay, this is 32 minus 21 is 11. Okay, so by mistake I wrote it 9 by 4. Then I2 is Vn by 12. It's 21 by 12, 1.75 ampere. IL we have calculated, which is 3 ampere. Now we have to find out the power supplied and absorbed by the various circuit elements. Okay, so for that, first let us pick the 32 volt voltage source. So it is like this. Current flowing from it is I1 as per the sign we have chosen, the direction and the notation. So here the current is flowing away from the positive sign, positive terminal, and towards the negative terminal. So it is supplying power, which means it is positive sign will be there, and that power is equal to 32 into I1, which is equal to 32 into I1 is equal to 2.75. okay, which is equal to 88 watts, that plus 88 watts. Then 4 ohm resistor, it is absorbing power. Resistors always absorb power. I1 current is flowing through it, so the power, see, 4 ohm, I1, positive to negative, absorbing power. Okay, so the power absorbed by the 4 ohm resistor is equal to minus of I1 square into 4 ohm, which is equal to minus of I1 square, that is 2.75 square into 4, which is equal to 8 it is 30.25 watt minus 30.25 watts. Then we have the 12 ohm resistor, same thing, absorbing power, current flowing through it is I2. Okay, current flowing through it is I2. So 12 ohm is minus I2 square into 12, which is equal to minus I2 is equal to 1.75, 5 square into 12, which is equal to it is coming around minus 36.75 watt. Okay, this. Okay, then we have the 2 ampere current source. Okay, so let us see whether it is absorbing or supplying. So we have the 2 ampere current source. Here the voltage is Vn, the node voltage, which we calculated as 21 volt. So here it means the voltage across this current source is also 21 volt. Current supplied by it is 2 ampere. Current is flowing away from positive towards the negative. So it is supplying power. Supplying power means it is positive. So the power supplied by the 2 ampere current source is equal to voltage into current, that is 21 into 2, which is equal to 42 watts, plus 42 watts, because it is supplying. Then we have the 1 ohm and 6 ohm resistors. 1 ohm current flowing is I1, it is absorbing power, it will be negative. Sorry, it is not I1, it is IL, load IL, sorry, it is IL. So it is the 1 ohm this and the 6 ohm. So both of them are absorbing power. So this is minus IL square into 1, which is equal to minus 3 square into 1, minus 9 watt, and this through the 6 ohm to minus IL square into 6, which is equal to minus 3 square into 6, which is equal to 9 into 6, which is minus 54 watt. Okay, so this is the total power. All the power calculations associated with the circuit elements are done. Now let us find out the total power. Okay, summation of the total power supplied and absorbed in this closed circuit. Starting from the voltage source, it is 88 watt plus 88 watt. Okay, then we have the 12 ohm resistor, it is minus 36.75. Then we have the 4 ohm resistor, which is minus 30.25 watt. Then we have the 2 ampere current source, which is plus 42 watt. Then the 1 ohm resistor, the 1 ohm resistor, which is minus 9 watt, and the 6 ohm resistor, which is minus 54 watt. I think this much is there. Yes. So let us calculate the total power. This is 88 plus 42 minus 36.75 minus 30.25 minus 9 minus 54. So it is coming as 0. It is coming as 0 watt. Okay. So again, the total power, the summation of total power absorbed, supplied, the net power in a closed circuit, it is 0. So we have verified the Tellegens theorem, we calculated IL. Okay. So this is the 6th question related to Tellegens theorem.